Jayden Daniels is really fun to watch. I had a lot of fun watching this dude's tape. This dude is breaking out the tackles, giving guys ankle breakers in the open field. He also is a really good deep ball thrower. He has really good accuracy when he throws the football outside of the numbers. Now, how do I feel about Jayden Daniels overall as a prospect going into the NFL? Well, I believe that Jayden Daniels has the potential to be one of the best quarterbacks in the game. He currently is my QB2 behind Caleb Williams. He should be a top 3 pick this year. I believe he's going to succeed. All right, he does a really good job of going through his reads. He has pretty decent pocket presence. And when you look at his elite athleticism and how dynamic he is running the football, I don't see Lamar, but I do see somebody who is 2 notches below Lamar. The reason why Jayden Daniels shouldn't be getting compared to Lamar is because LJ is truly a unicorn. All right, he's one of one. And the way that Jayden Daniels runs is way different from the way that Lamar runs. Jayden Daniels has this herky-jerky running style. Lamar Jackson has more twitchiness, more suddenness. It's like he knows where he's about to go with the football, and you got a really hard time trying to bring Lamar Jackson down in the open field. Jayden Daniels, a defender gets their hands on him, then it's pretty much wraps unless he just makes the guy miss with his quick agility. So I think that Lamar Jackson has way more agility, and he's just way more athletic than Jayden Daniels. But Jayden Daniels, he's no slouch. I'm not trying to take anything away from him from what he does from an athletic standpoint. He definitely does have high-end athleticism. But what I'm saying is that Lamar Jackson and Jayden Daniels, their athleticism, they're in 2 different weight classes. Lamar's athleticism is rare. It's generational. Just the way he runs with his twitchiness and his quickness, Jayden doesn't have that. Jayden Daniels has a herky-jerky running style, and he takes a lot of big hits. He has taken way more big hits in the 4 games that I've watched than I've ever seen Lamar Jackson take in college and in the NFL. So that's why I don't compare him to Lamar Jackson. All right, I don't really have a comparison to Jayden completely. That's why I don't do player comps for these, but I do think that his ceiling projects to be an elite starter. He can be one of the best quarterbacks in the game. He definitely is somebody who can elevate a team with his rushing ability. He makes your rushing offense at least no worse than top 15 in the league. Because if you're an opposing defensive coordinator, you got to account for Jayden Daniels' rushing ability because it's game-changing. He has the kind of potential where he could take over games just by running. So Jayden Daniels, if he is as good as a passer as he is a runner in the next level, he could be similar to what Lamar Jackson is. I don't think he has the arm that Lamar has, and he's not the runner that Lamar is. I think he'll be a tier below Lamar, but that still doesn't mean that he shouldn't be a top 7 quarterback. He throws a really nice ball, and he's a really good leader. He's definitely somebody that people in the locker room love to root for. His teammates at LSU, they go to war for him. When we look at his weaknesses, what he does well, we already know he's a dynamic runner. He has beautiful mechanics when he throws the football. He has a good base, good throwing motion, pretty good footwork to me, even though a couple of scouting reports I've read from other websites and draft analysts out there, some of them kind of have critiqued his footwork a little bit, but me, I'm not really super nerdy and technical when it comes to these things. If your footwork is super bad, okay, you definitely need to work on that thing. But I don't think that Jayden Daniels' footwork is so bad to the point where, it's a major concern. I definitely do think that he has pretty good mechanics, at least from what you expect out of a rookie quarterback. Now, can his mechanics use more improvement? Most definitely they can, but compared to most quarterbacks that come out of the draft, I believe Jayden Daniels has better mechanics than most. All right, and that's what I'm comparing him to. I'm comparing him to, you know, prospect norms. Not really comparing him to NFL level. Is his footwork NFL quality? Yes, I think that it is. At least if you're looking for him to start day one. But long term, it does need some work. But I don't think he needs drastic work with his footwork as compared to a guy like Drake May. He has good arm strength, doesn't really have a ton of velocity. He throws a lot of wobblers downfield, and you can tell a guy doesn't have a lot of velocity on their throws because anytime they throw it downfield, the ball just tends to just sell. When you look at Josh Allen or hell, even Joe Milton throw the ball, goes downfield with a tight spiral, with a lot of power behind it, a lot of force, and it comes out a lot faster. Jayden Daniels seems to throw a lot of floaters. His balls tend to have a good amount of air under them, but I believe that his arm strength is decent enough where he can make the necessary throws required. I don't think he has an above average arm. Like, he can definitely throw the ball downfield. He just isn't somebody that can consistently make tight window throws. He definitely has improved a lot going into his final season at LSU with where he is as a pocket passer. His pocket presence was not that good in 2022. He was running into guys. He was running into sacks. And this season, didn't see that much of him doing the same thing. I saw somebody who was more calm when pressure was in his face. I saw somebody who took time to maneuver inside the pocket, step up, work the pocket, not quick to bail out of the pocket. Like, Jayden Daniels definitely is a way better pocket passer right now than what he was a year ago going into his final year at LSU. And I love this dude's toughness. This dude is somebody who played through tons of injuries last year at LSU. He had a rib injury that he played through. It just seemed like there were so many games where the announcers would say he was banked up. And with how he's built, which is a concern that I have, he has good size when you look at it on paper, but he's kind of scrawny. He doesn't have a lot of meat on his bones. He's not completely frail. He's not like Bryce Young, but he could use a little bit more assistance when it comes to gaining some more weight. The NFL definitely should help him tone up a little bit more because this dude took a lot of big hits. But the fact that he was willing to get back up and play through those big hits and those injuries, I respect that because in the NFL, you got to be tough. It's a gladiator sport. You got 300-pound behemoths trying to ram your head into the dirt every single play. And even though, like, his size and his frame is a concern, like, it doesn't concern me too much because I know that this dude is going to get up. And does it piss you off how much you pay for your monthly phone bill? Why are you getting frustrated when our partner Mint Mobile has plans as low as $15 a month that give you unlimited talk and text on the nation's largest 5G network? Stop getting frustrated with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and go to trymintmobile.com/JTSports in description and pinned comment down below to get access to premium wireless for only $15 a month. That's only $15 a month. Switching to Mint is easy. It only takes 15 minutes to do. If you're pissed off with how much you pay for your monthly phone bill, switch to Mint Mobile today and go to trymintmobile.com/JTSports in the description and pin comment down below to get premium wireless for only $15 a month. Stop getting upset with how much you spend on your monthly phone bill and switch to Mint Mobile today. Even if he is injured, he's going to play through it. And I don't think it'll be to his detriment. What is going to be to his detriment, though, is that he just is a highlight machine for defenders getting big hits on him. I watched 6 games of Jayden Daniels when I was preparing for this evaluation on him. And in 5 out of 6 of them, he got his ass laid out. Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Arkansas, Dallas Turner absolutely destroyed them in their bout against Alabama. Like, he takes way too many big hits. And it has nothing to do with him not knowing how to slide, because what was strange to me was he was taking all these big hits, and I thought he didn't know how to slide. But then I watched a game, I believe it was Arkansas or Mississippi State, where he actually did slide. But yet, he just chooses not to. And there was one play against Ole Miss really early that really disturbed me. I mean, the dude got outside the pocket, he was running with the ball, and he got met head up, and he got absolutely hit stick. That ball came out, and I was like, oh. Imagine if he was taking a hit from this in the NFL from a guy like Patrick Queen. He might be in the damn hospital after that. Like, career over if he takes any hit like the ones that he took against Ole Miss and Mississippi State in the NFL, bro. That's what concerns me with Jayden Daniels. Not so much his frame, much more his playing style when he runs. Like, the dude is herky-jerky. Like, he runs high up. That's why I say he's not Lamar. Like, when Lamar runs, bro, do you know how hard it is to tackle him? Like, all of those hits that we saw Jayden Daniels taking, you could have made a 4 or 5 minute montage of all of the hit sticks that defenders put on Jayden Daniels last year. You can't do that with Lamar Jackson. Like, Lamar Jackson is just so much more sudden, and he's just a better runner than Jayden. You feel me? Like, Jayden runs like a quarterback. When Lamar runs, he runs like a running back. He runs like he has somewhere to go. You feel me? And you can tell. And Lamar, he's really smart with how he runs. When he runs, he has a low sense of gravity. He doesn't take too many big hits. Jayden Daniels, he probably took more big hits last season than what we've seen Lamar Jackson take his last 2 years in the NFL. I'm really concerned about durability for Jayden Daniels at the next level, bro. Not because his frame, but just because how he freaking runs, bro. Like, get down. Get down. Why are you trying to run guys over, bro? You not built like that. You're not built trying to run somebody over. What are you doing? What are you doing, Jayden? Jayden Daniels has to get his ass down in the NFL when he runs. Like, please, he's not one of those quarterbacks that is going to be making guys miss when he's just doing all kinds of spin moves and juke moves. Like, even Lamar with how gifted he is at making guys miss in the open field, he gets down. He slides. He doesn't take a lot of big hits. Like, he probably could get way more touchdowns and way more yards if he didn't slide, and he did try to get more after contact, but it's about health. It's about longevity. All right, you got 15, 20 yards. Getting 3-5 more extra isn't worth the risk to your long-term health. Like, Jayden Daniels, bro, like, next level, he has to get down, because if the people who comment on this segment after I release it say that they watched the Jayden Daniels film and they don't agree with the fact that how many big hits he takes isn't going to be a problem, bro, I question your film watching skills, bro. I question your analysis, bro, because this dude is just a magnet for big hits. Like, whew. And then the last big red flag I have with Jayden Daniels is his accuracy is inconsistent. You know, sometimes he looks really good. He started one game 7-7, and he looks really good throwing the ball downfield, especially outside the numbers. But other games, you know, like Mississippi State, that wasn't the best game that I saw out of him. He kind of can struggle at times, getting the ball out fast in the short, intermediate, quick passing game. His deep balls, some of them he underthrew to Malik Neighbors. He doesn't really overthrow wide receivers a lot. I more so see him have a lot of underthrows. And I guess that goes to the big knock that people have with his arm strength. You know, having a good arm, but lacking a lot of velocity. And you kind of can see that because some of his deep balls can kind of sell on him. And I think that is a reason why his accuracy is inconsistent. And his footwork, I really don't think the dude's footwork is that bad. I think the problem is that sometimes, like when he's trying to extend plays and he resets back in the pocket, he doesn't completely set his feet. He's trying to get the ball out fast. He's trying to avoid pressure. So the footwork may not be the greatest. And that is a reason for his inconsistent accuracy. But I don't think his accuracy is so bad to the point where he's just going to be missing guys wide open at the next level. I don't think it's 53 or 55% completion percentage bad. It's just inconsistent where he's going to have some throws that he's going to miss that you're going to say, bro, what the hell was that? Are you kidding me? But it isn't something that pops up really frequently. But sometimes just working the quick game, there are some throws that can get away with him. Sometimes he can jump a ball into the dirt. But overall, as a prospect, I would draft Jayden Daniels. Jayden Daniels is going to be an elite quarterback at the next level. He could be a low-end starter, though. His ceiling is really, really high, but his floor may be one of the lowest in the class. If he doesn't pan out, he could end up being a bridge quarterback. Maybe he could find a way to get a couple of big contract extensions for about 3-4 years. But if he doesn't pan out, he may be a guy who may not even be a starter in the league. When you look at these dual threat quarterbacks, they're really hit or miss. They're either really good or they're really bad. And more times than not, they're really bad. I mean, even look at Justin Fields. Like, Justin Fields isn't bad, but he isn't good. I think he's more closer to being a low-end starter than he is of being an elite starter. And Jayden Daniels, you look at Justin Fields and what he is at this point in his career, his floor could be worse than that. It could be a tad bit better than Malik Willis. He could be a capable backup, but the floor definitely is really low. And if he doesn't work out, like, you're going to have a dude that you're going to have to do everything you can to put all the supporting pieces around him to win. He's not going to be somebody that can carry you to a win. He's going to be a quarterback that you're going to have to carry to a win. And that's what a low-end starter is. He's a starter that can win you games as long as you carry him and you tell him don't make any mistakes. And with his athleticism, I think that he should always be, a serviceable starter. But ultimately, I believe he's going to be a great quarterback. I really like Jayden Daniels. The more I watch him, the more I liked his game. Initially, I had him ranked as QB3 behind Drake May. But over the last couple of weeks, he has been my quarterback 2, and I'm sticking with it. Out of all the quarterbacks not named Caleb Williams that I believe is going to be successful, Jayden Daniels is that one. This dude has a great story, hard worker, first one in, last guy out, great leader. As long as he can avoid taking those hit sticks that he took in college in the NFL and learn how to get his ass down, I believe he's going to be fine. The only thing that could hinder him is durability. Maybe he could be an injury-prone player that misses a lot of games.